Good morning, how are you doing? Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in South Dakota as a Northeast Ohio transplant? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it. First of all, do you have your morning coffee? I know I have to have mine. This morning, I got an Americano from Starbucks. It's a large. Do you order Starbucks by saying like small or large? That's how I do it. I don't speak Spanish. I have many friends that do. I respect you, but I just get the large at Starbucks. Maybe you're wondering why I'm wearing this hoodie. I'm trying to grow my hair. People have been like, Aaron, you look like Fabio. They've been saying that for years. And so I'm trying to grow my hair like Fabio, but brown and with facial hair. And just be all around better looking than Fabio. But I'm trying to grow my hair and it's in the ugly hair stage. And this morning I put on some dry shampoo and I put on too much. And my hair right now is like, I've been looking like George Washington with the wig. It's all white. It's all white. I had to take Andrea to work. I didn't have time to fix it. And so I got the hoodie on this morning. So what's it like to live in South Dakota? Well, I'm telling you, it's just like living in Northeast Ohio in the winter. It's cold and it's flat. Like, it's just the same. It's cold, it's flat, there's snow. The only difference is I don't know where I'm going. So, like, in Northeast Ohio, like, I know where things are at. And I still get lost, right? Like, I've been living in Northeast Ohio for 40. Yeah. So, I've been living in Northeast Ohio for 40 years, and I still get lost. But in South Dakota, I don't know where I'm going. So I get lost more. It's like, the wrong way down one-way streets. I mean, it's just like, I can't even figure out how to get. This morning, I took my wife to work for the 20th time, and I turned down the wrong road. I mean, this is just how it goes. So it's just like being Ohio, but without knowing where you're going. Because everything else seems like it's the same. It's cold, it's flat, it's cold, it's cold. Number 2, what's it like being in South Dakota? Well, everybody here has COVID, essentially, is what's happening. I was in Walmart the other day, and a thought came to my mind that 1 out of every 10 people in this store is going to die of COVID. Statistically, that's what's happening in South Dakota right now. So a lot of people have COVID, but interestingly enough, pretty much everyone wears a mask. And I think that's probably because they sort of found out that like there's this pandemic going on and people are getting really sick. Number 3, what's it like living in South Dakota where there's no such thing as McDonald's dinner boxes? You know those dinner boxes you get at McDonald's in Northeast Ohio, and they give you like 10-piece nuggets and like 2 Big Macs and a bunch of fries and a bunch of cheeseburgers. It doesn't exist here. So if mama and daddy are getting Chili's, okay, and, you want to get the kids a dinner box because it's cheaper to give them something quick? No, it doesn't exist. So the kids are getting Chili's too, all right? And that's like a real big problem for the pocketbook. No McDonald's dinner boxes. I've actually taken up cooking, which is really bizarre. Number 4, there's no Chinese food places open on Christmas. Now, this is like the weirdest thing ever because every single Christmas I get General Tso's chicken with 2 egg rolls. Well, on Christmas, it wasn't happening. I couldn't find any place. Like, there was 50 places in Sioux Falls that serve Chinese food, and all of them were closed except one place. I found one place. It was called the Hot Pot Buffet. Something like that. Hot Pot Buffet. Something hot pot belly. I don't know, but I found it, and the food was terrible. Number 5. Every single person has a tattoo. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, everyone has a tattoo. Everybody. Every man, woman, and child has a sleeve, a tribal sleeve, a Native American art sleeve, American traditional looking tattoo. Like, it's everywhere. Everyone has a tattoo. I think I'm gonna have to get a tattoo now just because everyone else does. Number 6, Native American culture is everywhere. It's super, super cool. And you know what? It's in a really respectful tone, right? It's streets and highways and art facilities and medical centers are named after Native Americans. And I think this is really, really, really cool because the Lakota Institute of a really deep history here in South Dakota. It's in a way that honors people, it honors their tradition and history. I think it's super, super cool. Number 7, everyone in the state of South Dakota comes to Sioux Falls for everything. Try to understand there only being 3 Walmarts in the entire state, 3 Targets in the entire state, and 2 of them are in Sioux Falls. So Christmas shopping, the day before Christmas, Saturdays, the roads are just packed with people. I'm going to Walmart. Do not go on the weekend. Forget about it. I'm gonna show you a video here of me at Target in Sioux Falls, and it's just packed. You know, if you think about Target in Mentor, Ohio, you got the aisles up front, and then if you go all the way down to the end of the front section and you make a right, there's the groceries there. If you keep going, there's like the coffee pots and the crock pots and the vacuum cleaners. I went to Target a couple days before Christmas, and the line was wrapped around all the way back by the vacuum cleaners. Why? Because there's 2 Targets or 3 Targets in the state, okay? So everyone comes to Sioux Falls for everything. Number 8, the hospitals are crazy busy. So my wife is working at the largest hospital in the state, and it's crazy busy, not just with COVID, but with everything else, because people need to come somewhere to get great medical care, and this is the place where they get it. We had to go to the ER 2 nights in a row because my son really, messed up his toe real bad. And it was just packed. We had a room in the hallway. I mean, it was just totally packed. And you can see why people are getting sick, and you can see why this illness is spreading, because the hospitals are just packed full of people. Number 9, the people seem to be really cool. Nothing but polite, kind, friendly people. Everyone seems to be great. A lot of them have that northern, like that accent that sometimes you hear in some of the shows you watch. Maybe you've seen Fargo. You betcha. Oh boy, oh golly, you betcha, right? Like you hear some of that accent going on, which is, I feel like, a little bit of a Northern European accent, because some of the settlers that came here during the sort of the Western expansion of our country. But again, super nice people. Do they love being in South Dakota? You betcha. And finally, number 10, South Dakota is great, but there's no place like home. You know what? People are cool everywhere. As long, you can find the goodness in people everywhere, and people seem to be great here. We don't mind being here. Andrea's making a difference, and it's pretty great. But we sure do miss home, and we'll be glad to get back there to where it's cold and flat, just like it is here in South Dakota. But it's with our people and the people that we grown to love. So we love South Dakota. Hope there was something that you found interesting, and we'll be glad to get back home in March.